Hello everyone, welcome to Emanate. So we are a community aiming to bring together professionals working or aspiring to work in sustainability, including renewable energy, low carbon mobility or low carbon technologies, and of course any kind of climate change mitigations. For the next few minutes in this video, we are going to have a chat with our guest Jean Joseph Dorismond, who has been working in the solar industry for a couple of years now.
Hi guys, happy to be here. For more than 2 years now, I've been working as a solar and electric mobility project engineer in a young French startup in Rennes in the west of France. My missions are quite broad and include technical and managerial aspects. On the technical side, I do the feasibility studies of projects. That's to say, I carry out the complete technical design and the energy yield assessment of the systems. And I also draw up the 3D models, system layouts at different stages of projects, such as during the pre-feasibility studies and for the final construction. And also compare and choose some of the components we want to use in the system. I use several software. I use AutoCAD to draw the system layouts and SketchUp for the 3D modeling. Regarding the energy yield assessment, I use PVSys and SAM, two of the most used tools for energy modeling in the PV market. I used Google Earth and QGIS for mappings and some other softwares. Regarding the managerial aspects, I interact with suppliers and consultancy firms such as architects, SORT, and specialists. Their services are needed in order to implement our project. On top of this, but less frequently, sometimes I focused on the financial feasibility of project. I carry out the evaluation of construction and operating costs, as well as the profitability indicators. By designing and installing PV systems, we take an active part in their energy transition and offer a greener, cleaner, cheaper energy supplies to our clients. Moreover, with the development of electric mobility, it will help to decarbonize the transport sector in France, a major source of CO2 emissions. At the moment, the solar sector creates a lot of job opportunities. It is in full bloom. Hopefully, it will be so for the next coming years. Yes, it's a beautiful name. Our company, Sun, started as a small business and it has greatly developed in just a few years thanks to the commitments of its founders and employees. We are able to develop a project from start to finish, taking into account the risks, all the environmental, technical, and financial aspects. At the start, the company focused a lot on carports, but now we're also involved in rooftop and ground-mounted PV systems. We also design the charging infrastructures for electric vehicles. I want to emphasize that we are not a manufacturing company. We are more system integrators, and we take great care in choosing the best available materials for our clients in order to build or install the most cost-efficient and performant systems. For solar projects, one of the most important things to take into account at the beginning of a project is a good evaluation of the solar resources. That means we need to scrutinize the direct environment of the project. I always pay attention to obstacles like trees, buildings, masts, cables, anything that creates shadow and may affect the energy yield of the system. And it's also very important to consider and quantify the impact of pollution that results from the activities around the installation site. Pollution will increase the deposition of soiling, dust, and particles over the panels. As a result, that will decrease the solar panel light receiving efficiency. If you overlook these aspects, your evaluation of the energy yield will be off and will contribute to a poor accuracy of the financial performance. Sometimes you might think you have found a perfect spot for PV installation, but in fact, the dark environment impacts negatively the possibilities. So building large PV systems in urban and industrial areas can be a real challenge because of all this. To finish on this topic, I want to underline something about regulations. Sometimes you really have to delve into details to make sure your project is feasible according to the regulations like urbanism, environment, market price, and so on. You must constantly update your knowledge. For example, knowledge of the regulations, product certification. I think also you must keep an eye on the evolution of the market and product. You must be able to work on different projects at the same time. And of course, you must have good technical and scientific knowledge of the specific field you want to work in. One tip, don't be afraid to work hard and always keep on learning. I am very happy to work in this field. I find it fascinating. I am keen on working on even bigger projects and maybe international projects in the future. And thanks for interviewing me. It was a pleasure, and it's always great to take part in Emanate activities and sharing with the members.
Yeah, guys, if you want to get in touch with Jean Joseph and learn more about solar PV or e-mobility, don't hesitate to write to us, and then we will for sure put you in touch with him. And we will also thinking of holding a webinar to discuss some of the important projects of Jean Joseph. So stay tuned. And also, finally, if you want to share something with us through interview like this, we will be thrilled to host it. Don't hesitate and just drop us an email. So see you next time in the next episode of Emanate. Bye-bye.